And it's this conversation I've been watching online, and it's like, why do men, especially men of this generation, modern men, fail at dating?
You know, we're gonna have to take this into the next pod because it's actually too much to talk about today.
Right now. Okay,
right? Because I was in several live spaces this weekend.
Okay,
and the conversation was based around why women prefer dating pookies than good, or solid bros.
Okay.
And the bros that was asking these questions were actually like, these are successful bros. Like, I'm not talking about like incels, like, dudes that like work at McDonald's or some shit. Not like flipping burgers, not district managers, because they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
But like, these were like regular freaking bros that are like engineers, mechanical engineers, coders, right?
Yeah.
And they, and I respect them because they're standing up to saying like, hey, we're no longer going to accept raising Pookie's child.
Facts.
Right? I respect that, right?
Enough.
But the problem was these dudes actually don't talk to women at all. They actually do not have an ideal of how to talk to women. So there was an article on Medium, right, which was actually on the white side of the internet, right? And then I go into these spaces over the weekend, and like I'm gonna read something that one of the brothers said in like the group chat that I'm in. He was like, in my opinion, you guys did good, but you shouldn't have allowed men that are actually incels to speak. Now, this is all black men in this group. Also, you could have diverted the conversation away from sex and women, since that's his field. His is the Pookie. All right. I'm impressed with the courage shown. And so am I. Like, bruh, when I tell you that those bruhs who are actually not getting laid, when I tell you that they were like holding court, with the Pookie, and the only thing that the Pookie was saying is like, y'all don't get bitches. like literally that's all he was saying over and over again. Like I'm gonna let y'all hear like how crazy this live stream was.
Intellectual. Since 2 days ago, this nigga has not stopped tweeting every 6 minutes.
Let's not be emotional. Listen, bro.
What's wrong with you niggas?
Why are you being so emotional? Wait. Why are you being so emotionally charged right now? Hold on.
That sounds a mess.
Dude, when I tell you, and it was a mess, right? But here's the thing. There's the Pookie, right? He's by himself. There's 6 guys that are college educated, that are engineers. They cannot rein him in. Right? So no one really understands like how to have the question of, what's going on, when it comes to women. And one of the things that I realize is that men are not used to being rejected anymore. Right. So, and I was talking to one of my boys, and I was like, yo, we were just talking. We were just like, how when we was in college, and, like what it was like, like, man, you had to shoot your shot, and like, shit, sometimes you guys get shot down.
Facts.
And we was like, yo, these guys aren't really experiencing that, because, if you meet on a dating app, right, it's already an interested woman. You don't see all the women that swipe left on you. Right? You just see the women. Yeah. You just see the women that swipe right on you. If you're gaming, in these gaming communities, you have a mutual interest, but you haven't really had a conversation in person. So it was like, yo, so when these guys do get out here in the real world, like, do they even understand how to hold a conversation?
No, they don't know how to talk.
Do they understand like the ideal of being interested and interesting? And like I said, we went back and forth in the group chat, and I was just like, yo, fellas, there's no way that we can say we're pro-black and we want to save the black community if the only thing we're going to do is, save yourself, black man, to extinction, right? And y'all know I came in here last week because I was pissed off how y'all went off at Simone. I'm not really save yourself, black man, because I still believe that you have to. There's no way to have progenies if you don't get married, right? Out of wedlock babies is the destruction of the community, right? So if you want children, it has to be in marriage, right? So you, as a man, you're going to have to marry a woman, and y'all will have to have kids and raise those children together. And that's why I'm like, yo, we're gonna have to go into this way deeper next week. Okay. Because it's too much to go into. Like even the article when I was just reading it, and they were just saying like the things that men are bad at now. And I was reading it, and I was like, some of the shit ain't wrong. Like 45% of college educated women can't find a man to meet their expectations. And y'all know I always shoot y'all bail, and I always tell y'all like, most of the time this is financial. And I'm like, yeah, fuck that shit, right? Like the whole point of equality was there's going to be women that make more money than me, right? So the financial shit's going to fall on you if you want equity, equality, and inclusion. Okay. So if you make more money and you're like, nah, I'm not paying this, I still want you to take me out. Well, I already know that you're a fake feminist. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want equity, equality, and inclusion. What you want is for me to pay for everything and you pay for nothing. That's what is that? indentured. You know.
Oh shit.
All right, men are not intellectually keeping up. Was the first complaint. I can see that. Men have lost the art of conversation.
Oh, I know that.
That too is the problem. Let's see here. Men only want casual sex. Now, I call bullshit on this because I hate when women sit around and pretend that they're not the ones that keep Adam and Eve in business. It is not us. We're not keeping romance novels and sex toy companies in business. Well, we're doing it in the sense of we're spending our money to get you y'all shit.
Yeah.
But look, it's not like that's bullshit. Men don't put in any effort, and this is the point that I really want to dwell in on because it's like the clip in one of the Charlotte groups where the young lady was. What did she say? She was like, I went out to the club and all the men were just smoking hookah and buying drinks for each other. They didn't buy any drinks for any of the girls there, and I'm like, yo, it really sounds like the boys are just hanging out with the boys.
Yeah,
but. You know, when men have been like, yo, if you approach a woman, you shot down. Like women were recording dudes hollering and posting the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like screenshotting shit. You're kind of creating this environment. But with all that being said, men are intimidated by successful women. That's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
And we'll go over this next week. I say all this to say, when I was in the group with the bros, I did realize that men are afraid of rejection.
Facts.
And one of the things that I want y'all to understand is that rejection is part of the game. Like, so to answer the question, why do modern men fail at dating? I think y'all have been gaslit to believe that just because a guy is tall, just because a guy is good looking, that he gets all the women. He does not. He does not get all the women. He does fail. You know, he might get more women than you, but he might not. If your game is good. And not only that, dude, if you were to put 5 dudes up in front of women, right? If you were to put Brad Pitt, Matthew McConaughey, Idris Elba, Michael Ealy, and give me another track.
Michael B. Jordan.
Hey, I add a 6th one, Jason Momoa. If you were to put those 6 guys up in front of women and you was like, hey, pick out the most attractive guy, right? Women would pick one guy and she'd say the rest of them are ugly. I lie to you not. That is how their brains work. If you were to put 6 attractive women in front of a man and say, pick out the ugly one, a man would say they're all fine.
You might gotta. Okay.
A man would say they're all fine,
Take
right?
us out. Take us. Look, we about to be out of here because now I gotta know.
Yeah. So I go out and say we'll finish this up next week, man. Because I know we already went over today. But the reason why modern men fail at dating is because you're afraid of rejection. You cannot be afraid of a no, bro. Like I could. You know what, man? Let's run a skit real quick here.
Oh, shit.
I am going to text somebody that I have not talked to in a long time.
This about to go left. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, probably. I got an email from Going saying that trips to London are $505, right? So I am going to text someone not bad at all, man. I'm gonna text
Ain't never been
someone in London. And I'm gonna be like,
this is live.
Just need a reason. I should have just earlier. I should have just early because they might be London 5 hours ahead. So she might be at dinner now.
Yeah, with her man.
Could be with her man. And I have not texted this person in over a year.
You know, my favorite it's a TikTok that's going around, and it's a black dude he's talking to this white guy. They doing like the little street video.
It is red.
See?
Let's see if we get a response.
That was quick.
Yeah. It was red. I haven't been responded to. Yeah. I have not texted this person since March of last year. And I'm doing this for a reason because I think y'all dudes are so afraid of rejection that you be like, man, what if she go cuss me out? What if she's, gonna say who is this? And I like, yo, this is part of it. This is somebody that I have not talked to since March.
And what is an L? An L is just move on, bro.
That's it, man. You gotta learn from it. And I think men are really, really upset with this. And because I know y'all be like, yo, Pastor Mike Will don't get any women. Here, look at this. You gonna have to pause it. I want you to look in that mirror. What do you think?
She fine.
What do you think about this?
Oh, she fine.
Right.
Oh, she got hips.
Yeah, what do you think about this?
Yeah, she
got all right. So I know y'all go through this whole thing like, oh, Pastor Mike Will don't really talk to anybody. So
she got hips.
yeah. So
she all right.
All right, she has not responded, but I'm gonna read the response when it comes because I want y'all to know that, like, yo, it is nothing wrong with shooting your shot and airballing that motherfucker.
And I put it like this. Mike said it.
She said that was so random. That was her response.
Look, The door ain't closed.
That door's not closed. You cannot be afraid of rejection.
You know what?
There you go. That was so random.
She did right there.
Yeah.
Mike literally just sent a picture of the flight
and said, just need a reason.
Look, and so
shoot.
You know, the joke about life is I work with a lot of young kids, whether in my profession, and it's too easy. I think that's the reason why modern men fail. It's so easy that they are scared.
They're afraid because you're wondering like what she's going to say. Like she could have said anything, and I don't know who this is. Is it a man? Is it a wrong number? And it's like, yo, of course everything could go wrong, but everything could also go right.
Yeah,
you don't know unless you try.
We make it easy for they learn in the text. Like I remember, and you remember more than I do, but I remember like if I liked a girl at school, I didn't talk to her over the summer. Right? Like I did not speak to her. It was no communication. I was glad when we finally got off of dial-up. Because when she did dial-up, you had to hope they was on AOL Messenger. You know what I'm saying? So like I remember once the internet really came into play, it's like, oh, these chat rooms, hopefully they're there. Now these kids can text, they can communicate. They don't never have to speak to nobody. The dating apps. You know what I'm saying? I remember during the summer when I used to want to go to camp, my mom was like, hell nah. Like, what you doing? Like, we're not doing that. That's why we always had to talk to girls at church, because we knew we'd be there 4 days a week. You know what I'm saying? And so it was tough. But now it's so easy. And like you said, they are so scared of rejection. And you know what? The same thing that makes their communication easier is the same way they get destroyed. So these kids are mad that, she gonna screenshot my cornball lines and post it online.
And that could get screenshot. Like literally, like
Look at this podcast, nigga.
Yeah, I don't think she know I have a podcast. I try to keep those two worlds separate.
One day that's gonna benefit you
for good reason.
Facts.
But anyway, she could very easily screenshot that, send it to her friends, and be like, "This motherfucker ain't talked to me in a year."
Facts.
And then he's sending me a email, screenshot talking about just need a reason.
Yeah, but you know how it is.
Oh, hey, let me read the response off. How long will you come for?
See. We in there.
Shoot, brother.
Podcast trip. The podcast will be reporting from London.
Just want to let y'all know that.
Look, man.
Live and on air, man.
Look, it only took a couple minutes.
I'm going to get y'all boys right, man. I'm not going to let y'all fall. Not going to let y'all fail, man.
Please get them right. Look, man, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I know it was a little bit longer, but, y'all ain't got shit else to listen to. I want to thank y'all. Please tune in. You got anything going on this weekend?
Nah, I'm good. When this pod drop, if she makes it to the end, I'm be in so much trouble.
Facts, but she be good, man. We ain't gonna let them get this far. I mean, we will, but
it's a low pod, so I figure I'd take the shot.
Absolutely.
And my girl won't hear this.
Yeah, we good. Anyway, man, with that, we're gonna holler at y'all next time.
Holler at your boy.